Hey everybody, welcome back to another redstone video. Today I want to show you an AFK bee nest farm. This farm is great to get the bee nest block, but also gives you a really good amount of bees. Right, let's check it out. In the 1.15.2 update, a new feature was implemented. If a sapling grows into a tree and there's any flower nearby in a 5x5x3 area, then there is a 5% chance that a bee nest would generate. And we're using exactly this here. Alright, so in order to use this farm, you want to put some birch saplings in your offhand, and in your main hand you want to have a diamond axe with silk touch, unbreaking, mending, and also efficiency 3. Right, so in order to use this farm, I'm going to place down one sapling, grows into a tree, and then we get into the minecart here, and I'm just going to go into survival mode real quick, and now we hold down right and left mouse button, and break the logs here. Okay, now we're in the good timing. So basically you place a sapling against the underside of the second log, and a bit of delay, everything, oh, we got the first bee nest, perfect. After a bit of delay, the bone meal dispenser turns on again. So basically I'm pushed over to have a chance to take out the bee nest, and then I'm pushed back to take out some of the logs. Because we have an axe, also I'm carving the wood. That's why we get a lot of those carved wood blocks. Alright, and you can basically AFK there infinitely until either your axe breaks. That's why you probably want mending and a skeleton spawner nearby to repair the axe, or you run out of bone meal, but technically you could also now automate this with the composter and, for example, a melon farm or something similar. What also happens automatically is that we break the leaves in order to get enough saplings back. So they are broken by this piston setup we got here on the side. Let's quickly grow a tree. See that? And there we go. So the saplings would then drop on the hoppers here, are collected and brought towards this little dropper there, dispensed for the player to be picked up. And each cycle we also quickly unpower this redstone torch here, so the leftover saplings would be transported out of the farm. You could store them somewhere. So you also get sticks and saplings from this farm. Maybe you're wondering why we have to break 2 of the logs off the tree and not just 1 or all the logs. That has to do with the way the bee nest generation works. The bee nest always generates in the same spot, so right here next to the second log of the tree, but only if the log actually is generated. So you could also grow a tree like this, for example have dirt or other log blocks on top. Then it would only generate like the lowest block into a log block. And yeah, if this log block was either occupied before by a non-air block, then a bee nest wouldn't generate. So you would always need to make sure that you at least generated like this, and then there's a chance that you would get a bee nest. So you always have to take out the 2 blocks. Alright. Then I also placed more log blocks here on the side to prevent the bee nest from generating in the other spots, because I couldn't reach those. If you would actually have a bee nest here in the back, this would be then a non-dirt block or non-log block as well, and the sapling couldn't grow anymore. So that's why I'm using other log blocks here. I did some testing earlier to see how many bee nests you could expect per hour, so you would get about 8 to 10. And with those bee nests, also you get some bees. So the inside of those bee nests actually, it's a bit random how long it would take until they come out. But yeah, let's check it out. This is actually the bee nest I got earlier. You can place it down, then it takes a little while until the bees come out. You always get 2 per bee nest. So yeah, by using this farm, we would also get about 15 to 20 bees per hour, which is actually great because then you don't need to breed them on your own. There you got the 2 bees now. I'm considering this farm as a proof of concept. It can definitely be optimized later, but at the moment developers are still asking for feedback on this new feature on Twitter, so we might see some changes to it later. So one way to optimize this farm is definitely by not blocking the spots here on the side for the bee nest to generate. Then we have a higher chance to get a bee nest. All we gotta do for this is also move the player to the left and the right in order to reach those spots while AFK. Okay, don't think it would be necessary to also get rid of the lock here in the back, because it would get quite tricky to move the player around in a way that can actually take out the block without changing the angle. So if you would have those 3 spots and we got 3 out of 4, I think this would be good enough. Yeah, unfortunately, since the bee nest is a block entity, we also can't move it to somewhere else. We could break it later. That would be great, but yeah, we really have to take care of the bee nest in place. You also... Another thing that could maybe be optimized is using a better X, maybe efficiency 5x, but I had to limit myself to the efficiency 3x. And the reason is that, well, those farms where the player actively has to break blocks are really finicky, and with the faster X, I sometimes actually failed to place the sapling. So I would have to speed the farm up. So the problem was you would grow the tree and then immediately get pushed to the back so you can take out the bee nest before the bees could come out, and then you get pushed into this position again to place the sapling. What happened with the fast X was that I broke the first lock and failed to place the sapling. Then I got pushed back and also broke the second lock and never placed the sapling. Yeah, it's really a problem with those farms that depend on client-side inputs, that they're unreliable, especially on servers. In order to be sure that everything works, you rather have to slow down the farm even more. That's always a problem with those farms. Unfortunately, we can't also run this fully automatically. What I would really love is if you could just move the bee nest out of the farm in order to break it later. That's unfortunately not possible because, well, the bee nest is a block entity, stores MBT data, the bees inside, so we can't move it. So I really hope that at some point we get movable tile entities and we could just move the whole bee nest out of the farm in order to be broken later. That would be sweet. But yeah, at the moment we have to do it like this. It's also not possible to get the bee nest block by using TNT. You really have to use Silk Touch. As you can see, it won't drop. Just gone. Alright, so in case you want to check out this farm, I will provide a link in the video description to the world download. But I also want to work on an optimized version of this farm. We have a chance to take out the bee nests also on the 2 sides. Alright, so if we get a final 1.15.2 release with this feature included, then I also want to show you the new version. But that's it for today. Thanks so much for watching, guys. See you in the next video. Bye bye.